All right. How's everyone doing? A little tired by now? A little bit? Yeah? Okay. So we're SmackHigh. SmackHigh is, guess what, another social network. We mobilize the high school experience. So I'm trying to get this to click. You think we know how to use this for a tech company?
It's on the side.
All right, so I'm just going to stand here. So what is SmackHigh? Well, we mobilize the high school experience. Let me explain why we're doing what we're doing first. So how many of you remember when Facebook was exclusive to college students? A lot of you, right? Remember how engaging it was? All college students, you don't have to worry about who's watching you. My great aunt that I never met, I don't want her watching me when I'm talking about whatever movie I like or some other things. Well, that has caused engagement within high school and college students to deteriorate. 58% of 12 to 20-year-old adolescents have stopped using Facebook on a monthly basis. That's a serious number, actually. Now you may say, well, you have Twitter, microblogging, another social network that's a little more engaging. They're not that engaging anymore in the sense that they're becoming too broad. These high school students and college students that like the high interactive type engagement, well, they're using it, but it's a little more meaningless now, the posts, because one post is your friend talking about the party he's going to, and then another post is talking about the war in Syria. I mean, that's really, it deteriorates engagement. And meaningless communication leads to that, and we don't like that. So, what makes you think that SmackHigh can make this happen? What makes you think that we can recreate this exclusive type of atmosphere for college and high school students, more particularly high school right now? Well, within the last 6 months, we decided to run a very MVP fashion type product through Twitter. We created a Twitter account in Massachusetts. We threw a link up at the top and we tried it out. We didn't want to go spend thousands of dollars on us developing it and helping us people develop it. We said, let's try a bare bones fashion. We'll see what happens. Within a month, we got 10,000 followers on Massachusetts account. Within 6 months, we're now in 24 states, generating 40 to 60,000 engagements a day, and engagement being a submission, a retweet, or a favorite. Among that, we've been able to amass a very strong, fortunate-sized 2,500 SmackHigh reps throughout 1,700 distinct schools. And that made us believe that, well, I think it's time for some software. How can we scale this social network out where high school students will be able to engage with each other in a much more meaningful way? And now I'll show you how with the mobile app. All right, it's pretty simple. It's very, very simple, actually. So this is just, we just pre-released this 3 weeks ago in Colorado, Nevada, and Arizona most recently. We've gotten a little over 4,000 downloads within 3 weeks. It's pretty simple. You can see your top posts, you can see your live posts, see where everyone, what school everyone is from. You can post a public or anonymous post. That's what makes it fun. We're here to build a product for high school students, not everyone and their mothers. And that's what makes people come to us. I can post a public post and say they should bring BNT to Nevada. Okay, and then that's it. I mean, this is what a high school student would want to talk about. I'm not a high school student, but anyways. So that's really about it. But the name of the game really is providing meaningful engagement to people to whatever phase of their life they're currently in. High school students are in high school walls 6 hours a day. That's 30 hours a week, not including the sports that they play. It's not including the homework that they do. All they care about is high school and high school related activity. And we're here to bring that back. Pretty simple. That's it. Questions, please. I'm going to bring this back up because I really want everyone to see the... Sorry, guys. All right. And next I go. Questions? Sir, please.
I guess the obvious question that comes to mind right away is parental controls.
Absolutely. So the public posts are absolutely not moderated unless they include criminal activity and bullying. The reason why I say that, Twitter doesn't do it. And Twitter doesn't have to do it, we don't have to do it. But the more meaningful reason why we don't is because everyone is entitled to their opinion. And as long as they're not individualizing one person and or engaging in any criminal activity, they should be able to say what they want to say. The analogy I always like to use is people will look at high school students and let's say they're joking around, I don't know, they're making fun of something. And someone in their 40s says, oh, that's silly, they shouldn't be able to say that. Well, why don't you flip it around? How about a 17-year-old that looks at 40-year-olds talking about their favorite kind of scotch, McKellen, Glenlivet? They think you're silly. So that's really the answer to that. Yes.
Who shows up in your feed? Like, do you have friends, or do you see everyone in your area?
Yeah, so great question. So we just rolled this out 3 weeks ago in a very MVP type fashion. Right now, it's there's 3 tabs. And I really didn't go through it too well, sorry. But the middle one is your school stream, the left one is your state stream, and the right one is the countrywide stream. So to answer your question, you would see your high school classmates within your school, other schools, and across the country. And we do plan on embedding other features that would make it a lot more enriching, such as photo upload and all that. Yeah, sir.
How do you verify their actual high school students?
So right now, we're not verifying it at all. But we do plan probably in a few more sprints sometime later this summer. We do plan on making them answer a few questions, but only to a certain extent can we limit it. Through Twitter, there really isn't any other way, and we're just going to mimic that.
You compared it to Facebook's early days, not Twitter's. Facebook, really linked it to university email addresses early on.
That would be great, but they don't use Facebook anymore. So, I mean, they really don't. For high schools especially. Miss?
Bullying has been a hot topic for high school and has led to some suicides. Have you thought about a way to track that or to make our society become aware of bullying?
Absolutely. So bullying is a very complex subject. It's a serious subject. It has many negative heads. What we will try to
Come join New England's largest technology meetup, sponsor an event, present, or attend. Visit www.bostonnewtech.org.